Hello there, my name is Luke and this is going to be the match review of match day 2 of the non-league season. So the first game that I want to talk about is Chester 3, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. And following a Dagenham and Redbridge 3-0 victory over Southport last weekend, it's disappointing for them to go and get turned over 3-0. Goals from Durrell, Shaw and Alabi ensured the win for Chester. So the second result that I want to talk about is another statement win from Boreham Wood. After beating Forest Green 1-0 last week, they've gone away to Dover and won 4-1. 4 goals in 20 minutes between about the 59th and 78th minute, I think. 4 goals cancelled out the early Ricky Miller penalty from Dover to ensure a 4-1 victory for Boreham Wood. The third game is the biggest win by far today, and it is Lincoln City 6, North Ferriby 1. And amongst the goals again is big number 9, Matt Reed for Lincoln City. He got 2 goals on Saturday against Woking, and he got 2 again yesterday versus North Ferriby. So not a bad start to the season, 4 goals in 2 games for him, and 9 goals overall for Lincoln City in just 2 opening games. A great start, and they're showing that they've got a great goal threat. So the third game that I wanted to talk about was Guiseley 2, Wrexham 3. So a poor start from Guiseley for this season, 2 losses out of 2. But Wrexham, a great result to follow their 0-0 draw against Dover on Saturday. A 93rd minute winner from Paul Rutherford ensured that they take home the points from Yorkshire back home to Wales. So looking over at the league table, there are 4 teams that have won both of their games so far. And that is Lincoln City, who are top. Then there is Boreham Wood, Gateshead and Tranmere. So in contrast, propping up the league table is Southport with back-to-back 3-0 losses, which is really harsh on them. They made a lot of signings in the summer. Their new player manager, Andy Bishop, first managerial job, not started too well. He was caretaker at the end of last season, I do believe, but he hasn't started well this season. Back-to-back 3-0 losses and no goals. So worrying times for them, but they've got plenty of time to recover. Also without any points so far are Bromley and Guiseley. Bromley obviously lost Moses Emmanuel to Dover just a few days ago. Big loss for them. He was released a few weeks ago and they thought he was going to go to the Football League, but he hasn't and he's gone to Dover. So that's it for the National League. Now on to the National League North. So the first game that I wanted to talk about in National League North was Alfreton Town 4, Gainsborough Trinity 0. And Dan Bradley amongst the goals again. 2 goals yesterday against Gainsborough to follow an absolutely quality goal against Stockport. If you haven't seen that goal, then it is in one of my previous videos. I will link it. I'll link it on the screen here if you want to click on it. And then come back to this video later because it is an absolutely quality goal. Just bent it in from well outside the area. Great goal, but Alfreton didn't win that game, unfortunately. They lost 4-3. But they've gone away and scored 4 goals at home in this game to make sure that they get the points, because last game 3 goals wasn't enough, but this game 4 goals definitely enough. Although I do worry for Gainsborough because they made a lot of signings early on in the transfer market, a lot of players that weren't really National League North proven. So time will tell as to how they do, but I think they could be in for a long season. So the second game that I wanted to talk about in National League North was a 2-2 draw between Halifax and Altrincham. 2 relegated sides from the National League fighting it out, but neither could find a winner. 2-2 draw. It's a fair result, I think. They're going to be 2 teams that are going to be up near the top of the league this year, simply because they were in the National League last year. Halifax have got their big striker, 6'7", Tom Denton, who scored 21 goals last season for North Ferriby. In the goals again. He scored a hat-trick last Saturday, and he scored again yesterday. So 4 goals to start the season. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for them to get the win, but proven that he is one of their main goal threats. He's a brilliant goal threat as well, so they're going to be propelled up near the top of the league just through his goals alone. So then the third game that I want to talk about, well, I don't really want to talk about it, but it's Kidderminster Harriers 1, Brackley Town 2. Now, obviously, I'm a Kidderminster Harriers fan. We won 6-1 against Curzon Ashton on Saturday. This game, complete contrast. We were absolutely rubbish. Curzon Ashton were nowhere near the quality of Brackley. Brackley were absolutely outstanding, and they deserved to win at the end of the day. They played better football. They were a lot stronger. They were first to every header. They won the ball back at every opportunity pretty much. We could not keep the ball. We could not put 2 passes together. And the better team won, unfortunately, but that's sort of the wake-up call. Brought us back down to earth after our 6-1 victory. And welcome to the National League North Harriers. Now the final game in the National League North that I wanted to talk about was between Stalybridge and Stockport. And Stockport won 3-1. So after their dramatic last-minute victory to win 4-3 against Alfreton on Saturday, they've gone away to Stalybridge, a local derby, both Manchester clubs, and they've won 3-1. So they, like Alfreton, have scored 7 goals in just 2 games. So they've definitely got a goal threat going forward. Also, their goals are scored, I think all of their goals have been scored by different players. So there's goals spread across the team, and that's an encouraging sign for Stockport going into the season. Now, looking down to the bottom of the league, Boston United have not had a good start. They're one of the historically better teams in the last few years in the National League North, but unfortunately this year they have not had a good start at all. They have lost both of their opening games. So they've lost Dale Southwell, big source of goals in the last few years. That could be a real hammer blow to them and their hopes this season. Although I don't think they'll be relegated, I think they'll be fine to survive. The goals will come, but I don't think they're going to be up at the playoffs if they keep up this sort of form. So now moving across to the National League South, and it's all about the promoted teams so far this season. Hampton and Richmond with a great win against Eastbourne, 3-1 victory to go on the back of their victory on Saturday as well. They've got 100% record so far, so a great record for them coming straight up. And exactly the same for Hungerford as well. They won 2-0 against Oxford City on Tuesday to go on the back of another win for them on Saturday as well. So both of those teams, both of them are new promoted, and they've both got 2 victories out of 2. So now on to a team that you would expect to win, and that's Ebbsfleet. And they have won. They've won both of their opening games. They won 4-0 on Saturday, and they've won 1-0 away from home against Concord Rangers. Goal from Dave Winfield to maintain their 100% record. So a good start. So currently there are 4 teams that have 100% records in the National League South. They are Ebbsfleet, Weston-super-Mare, Hampton and Richmond, and Hungerford. So Ebbsfleet you would expect to have a 100% record, but the other 3, brilliant start for them. Definitely going above their expectations. 2 wins out of 2, great start for them. Down at the bottom of the league, there is Concord Rangers, Bath City and Welling United that have got no points so far. So Welling United, with their new manager Mark Goldberg, they have to really change something, because Mark Goldberg, he knows exactly how to win the National League South. He won it with Bromley 2 years ago, so he is certainly a man that you want in that job if you're a Welling supporter. But a poor start for them. 0 points so far, but they've got plenty of time to turn it around, and I'm sure that they will. So thank you for watching my review of Matchday 2 of the non-league season. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Also comment, any feedback is appreciated because I would love to improve wherever I can. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos, and yeah, thanks for watching. Hello there, my name is Luke, and this is going to be my National League North preview and predictions. So let's get straight into it. In my opinion, first place